John. Thanks for having us this afternoon. My name's Emma Payne. I'm the Business Development Manager for a small to medium-sized charity called Birmingham Playcare Network. We've been in existence for just over 30 years, operating in this great city of Birmingham. And our vision and mission for our charity is to support play opportunities and also innovation in play for children and young people. I think most of you watching will agree that maybe to the detriment of some children, play and play opportunities are really not what they used to be. So children aren't accessing as much outdoor play for sure. And also they're not experiencing as much risk and challenge in their play. So as a charity, that's what we're all about, encouraging children to make choices, have some fantastic, exciting play opportunities, and for parents and the community around them, for them to really understand and embrace the importance of play. But that's actually not why I'm here to talk to you guys this afternoon, because I need to talk to you about part of our charitable work, which is running the Scrapstore Birmingham. So BPCN, Birmingham Playcare Network, our charity, was set up in 1995. But then in 2011, we were aware that significant cuts were going to be coming to our authority. And as a charity, we needed to place ourselves ready for those cuts to come. And we needed to identify an opportunity whereby an unrestricted flow of income could come into our charitable business. We are a business. Our surplus, if any, income is rediverted back into our charitable activities, which comes back to the play opportunities for children. But as a business, just like private commercial businesses, we need to be viable. We need to have a good income stream to be able to pay our staff. A lot of people think of charities and think you must be a volunteer. Actually, there are 6 paid employees, and we're supported weekly by anywhere between 20 and 30 volunteers from our local community and a little bit wider. When I say that we are small to medium size, I just did a little bit of checking before I came on to do this presentation, and we launched a YouTube channel in 2023, and we've actually touched on just over 5 million impressions, with over 500,000 views on the videos that we've shared. So although we are quite small and lots of people may not have heard of us, actually we're a small charity with quite a big presence, particularly around social media. So that's important for us in our scrap store. Scrap stores are a national initiative. They take in clean business waste right across the country. We've got scrap stores right across the UK, and we're taking that business waste and we upcycle it for play opportunities and crafting. And those items that come into our scrap store are made available to the public, very much like a shop. So we have a facility here at our base in Northfield in Birmingham, where people can come and businesses will have donated their scrap, and then the community will come, or schools, nurseries, early years practitioners will come because they love these items. We call these loose parts or open-ended play resources. And the links between the business and us as a charity are fantastic, because it gives businesses the opportunity to get rid of their waste in a really social value strong way, but also reduces their cost. For example, I have here some rubber circles. I don't know what these were. I don't know what part of the manufacturing process they were, but for the business that donates these to us on a regular basis, they're waste part of their manufacturing process. Yeah. So we get these in large quantities, and otherwise potentially they could be going to landfill. Ultimately, they may be recycled by the company, but they allow us to collect a small percentage of their waste, which is collected and comes into our scrap store. Conveniently, I have to hand what one of our artists has done with these black circles. So when we have our homeschooling groups in bi-weekly, the children are given these black circles. If they want to make a coaster out of it for their mom or for themselves, that's great. But ultimately, we're not here to say what people are going to do with this waste. It's up to the children or the crafters to decide what they want to do with it. Now, I do know where this waste has come from. We're based in Birmingham, and we're very, very, very proud of our beautiful jewellery quarter. And at the jewellery quarter, we have a fantastic business called Birmingham Casemakers, and they make medals and trophies and awards and different things. That's their commercial business. And that business produces waste. And one part of the waste that they produce is these MDF pre-cuts, which would then go on to be part of the die that would be used for the metal cuts. Once these MDF cuts have been used once, they're waste. And prior to Birmingham Casemakers coming to Scrapstore, they were being put into a skip or whatever. I think they were going into a skip. But our crafters absolutely adore these. These are like gold dust for us. And again, we don't need to specifically say what people are doing with them. The crafters or the children will decide. You know, over Christmas, things like this are made great Christmas decorations. You know, the opportunities, as we like to indicate in play, are endless. We have donations from the NHS. A lot of NHS stuff is very time limited and will have expiration dates on it. This is a filter. Not sure whether you can see, but we have hundreds of these that have reached their expiration date. The NHS have no longer any use for it. We love things like this. Final example. Bet you've seen loads of these kicking around. We like these. Cable reels. We like big ones, small ones, miniature ones, medium-sized ones. Cable reels are great. Again, great for play opportunities. Kids love to be able to look through them, talk through them, do whatever they want to do with them. I don't really care. Roll them around, they turn into wheels of a Jeep or whatever. But fantastic loose parts. So John is going to run a video for you, but my appeal to you is, please look at your waste. Look at the processes and what's being created, because if you've got stuff that you think could be donated to us at Scrapstore, please do get in touch. And the weirder and more wonderful, the better. You might think, I don't know what on earth they would do with that. Somebody will come up with an idea. So if I can hand over to John, he's going to play a very short video which illustrates some of the work that we do. And thanks very, very much for listening to me. I hope you'll be able to make contact with us.
Stop. Not everything we throw away is rubbish. Every year, thousands of tons of materials are thrown away by businesses, most of which ends up in landfill. What if we found another purpose for those things we no longer need?
Hi, I'm Becky Coley, Projects and Fundraising Manager at BPCN. Instead of the scrap going into landfill, here's what we do with it.
The Let's Play programme fills a shed or storage facility of choice with a selection of exciting and innovative reclaimed and recycled materials, loose parts, and variables for the children to play with during playtimes to encourage creative, outdoor play opportunities. Materials include plastics, large reels, huge tubes, pipes, large boxes, old tyres, tarpaulin, and much more. Materials come from the Scrapstore Birmingham, who collect and sort waste items donated by individuals and businesses across Birmingham that would otherwise have gone to landfill. The Let's Play programme actively encourages children to be creative, problem solve, use their imagination, and take their learning experiences into the outdoors. The programme increases physical activity during lunchtimes, teamwork, peer-to-peer support, and risk-taking, whilst engaging in fun, child-led activities. The children choose the loose parts they would like to play with and set up their own play environments, transforming the school playground into their ideal play space. The materials are replenished 3 times a year. Old materials are replaced and new are added based on the time of year and what the children enjoy playing with, giving the children new play opportunities and new items to explore. The programme also provides a package of training to lunchtime supervisor staff to accompany the delivery based on loose parts play, the playwork principles, play types, risk benefit, and child-initiated play to equip staff with the skills needed to facilitate the programme on the playground. The sessions are delivered to fit around the school day and tailored to meet the needs of the individual staff team. This is accompanied by mentoring sessions. BPCN works alongside lunchtime supervisor staff on the playground to help them to develop the confidence, skills, and abilities to facilitate play opportunities using the materials if needed. The mentoring sessions cover the structure of a Let's Play playground session, the delivery and communication with children, the involvement of the children, the effect on the children's behaviour and links to the classroom, levels of confidence, responding to the children and extending play opportunities. Using loose parts can help and support lunchtime supervisor staff in their work, helping to ensure the requirements of the early years foundation stage and Ofsted are met. Outcomes and experiences from the curriculum that are achieved through the Let's Play programme are health and well-being, personal, social and emotional communication, and language outcomes. The children build resilience, develop confidence, are happier and more engaged, freely interacting with their peers. They talk about their ideas, plan, make choices, and build. They learn to play cooperatively to form positive relationships whilst making decisions about the materials they need and how they're going to use them.
Children are having fewer arguments, they're learning to play together in groups. There's always something new for them to do and they can be creative and express themselves.
So Let's Play has really encouraged the peer-to-peer communication. There's been a reduction in challenging behaviour as children are engaging in play on the playground, and the skills are really transferable, the problem solving, collaboration skills, and they've come back from the playground into the classroom and help with things like group work.
For further information, please visit our website www.bpcn.org.uk or visit our Facebook page, The Scrapstore Birmingham.